You guys, hopefully you guys know my heart, so I don't have to keep saying that. I'm not trying to shame, condemn, make you feel guilty about anything. No, not you. But that participating in things of witchcraft, of like, Ouija boards and certain games or certain shows that we even watch when the Lord convicts us and we take it lightly, like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's okay. The show's not that bad. I'm telling you, stuff like that dulls your senses, it dulls your spirit, and then 5 years down the road, like you wonder why you're struggling in pornography, or maybe you got married and you committed adultery. It's the shows, it's the little things that we just kind of tiptoe into, and it's not a big deal. If someone, I forgot what the story was, but it talks about, Satan wants you to fall off the cliff. But he doesn't just walk you right up to it. He just kind of tiptoes you, one step at a time. Just one little thing after another. And, man, it can cost us our life. It can cost us our life in Christ. It can cost us, it cost us everything, And so we're not safe and be like, oh, Lord, I can't be deceived. Jesus talks about deception a lot. He does. So we need to be on guard, and my heart is that we would be on guard. We'd be people that's ready, that's alert. So last week I talked about sharing the gospel. It's something that we need to get more equipped in. And so I'm going to share a message. I got a handout for you guys that breaks down the gospel in 4 practical ways. Very simple, but I'm going to go into it in detail. But I wanted to stay simple in your mind, because we got to get to a place where if we're out and about, we got to be able to share the gospel with someone. In addition to praying, in addition to prophesying to it. Because I know it's easy, like I'll just pray and prophesy to this person. The Lord loves you. The Lord, I see you doing this and that. All right, man, have a great day. But it's like, man, what about sharing the true gospel of Jesus Christ with them? Because that person could be unsaved. And praying and prophesying is good. We got to go to the next step. And so before I do this, though, we're going to play a video by Bill Johnson. I watched this through. Now, honestly, when it revealed my true heart concerning Bethel, and I guess I'm more of an IHOP guy, because I would think that Bethel is maybe a little more watered down. That was my projection of Bethel, where when it comes to just telling the truth, I would say, they're probably just a little bit watered down. IHOP is a little more piercing, a little more truthful. Well, Bill Johnson, Allison shared the story with me. He teaches a class out of Bethel, and he came to the class one day, and he said, okay, who read their Bibles this week? And barely anyone raised their hand. And he's like, okay, class dismissed. He's like, if you expect me to give you revelation and you haven't been seeking God on your own, it doesn't work that way. And I was like, whoa, Bill Johnson, I would expect that from Corey Russell, Alan Hood, Mike. Bill Johnson said that. And so he's just as much as we got to know the word, or otherwise we're not going to make it. And so this video, he's talking about evangelism, and it's phenomenal. It's only 10 minutes long. We're going to watch the whole thing, but even Allison liked watching it.
What is that supposed to be?
She usually doesn't like my video. She's like, oh, it's boring. But this is actually good, so there we go.
I don't think that's a wound or what. Hang on, let me dim the lights first.
Hey, Brent.
I know Keith's going to call me out.
A generation that can authentically display who Jesus is. He is the central figure. He is the one that is worshipped. He is the one the Bible calls the desire of the nations. He's what everybody wants. They just don't know it. The more we represent Jesus as he genuinely is, the more desirable you and I become to the nations. So he's the same as he was in here. Jesus is perfect theology. You want to know what God's like? Look at Jesus. Look at Jesus. He never blessed any storms. Never once was he sitting in a boat with hurricane force winds and he says, just go to that city, destroy them, it'll humble them, then they'll pray and they'll become like me. No, You know, people say that, but Jesus never said that. He never did. Doesn't do that. He's the same today. He's the same. So he makes our job real easy. Because it means he's not complicated. Jesus came to destroy the works of the devil, and he said to you and me, he says, as the Father sent me, I send you. So what is our job? Destroy the works of the devil. You know, people come to me and say, well, I just need to know God's will for my life. I've got decisions to make. I need to know what his will is. So it's easy. Just heal the sick, raise the dead, cast out devils, and cleanse lepers. I go, well, what I meant was, I don't know if I should be a pastor or a missionary. I'd say, I'll just pick one and heal the sick, raise the dead, cast out devils.